Welcome to Grizzled Geek Reacts to RWBY, Volume 4 recap. I'm Mike.
I'm Shane.
Kristen.
I'm Doug.
And we're here to unpack all the feels from the second half of Volume 4, especially that very emotional, heavy finale. I don't know, guys, what are your initial thoughts on Volume 4?
I know everybody was saying, like, oh, after 3 you should watch Chibi, you know, it's a nice...
Palate cleanser.
Yeah, palate cleanser. And actually, I think this volume was, as intended, a palate cleanser, because it's each volume does that, you know, move up towards the action in, or I shouldn't say each volume, each cycle of volumes. So it looks like they're on three volume cycles, where the first one kind of sets the stage and starts moving you towards just, I guess, through, you know, like what the story is going to be about, and then the next one gets kind of into the intrigue part, and then the third one's like rocket ship to
wherever we're going.
Crying.
The pain train.
Yeah. So,
Rocket ship to heartbreak.
Yeah.
so yeah, I think this volume, all told, went. I liked it, and I think it was a perfect palate cleanser. And then, as happened, I guess, in Volume 1, the second half of the volume, you start kind of like things are happening more frequently. And
Right. Yeah, I think that a lot of the reason people did that was because they didn't have Volume 4 to get immediately into.
right, yeah.
And then RWBY Chibi is awesome. It is hilarious.
And we will get to it.
Yeah,
we're
definitely gonna do
We
it.
want to catch up to 5 first.
Yeah,
I'm going to watch it even though it's Chibi.
RWBY Chibi is not canon, so it has nothing really to do with the show except for having the characters from the show in it. So yeah, we need to get through 5, and then we can go back and do Chibi.
Right.
I'm sick of waiting.
I'm
I'm
watching
done.
live.
I almost didn't want to do the recap. I'm just like, let's get into 5.
Let's start doing it.
Yeah.
All right, Kirsten, how do you feel about Volume 4?
I think I agree with Mike. I feel like this was a nice, it was a solid season. It wasn't bad by any means. I don't think it was their best season, but I feel like it was a good setup. It was a good wash. Let's go back to the beginning and figure out where we're going next and start getting there. So I really enjoyed it.
All right. And now we did get, even though it was slower than the last volume, obviously, which started getting ramped up, much like the first volume, all the volumes, there's tons of great action in it. I mean, we started off and ended with a great fight against new Grimm.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about the new Grimm we've seen this year. We've seen the Gorilla Grimm. What's that called? Do you know?
I had it at one point. It's named after an Asian species of gorilla.
Okay. And then we had the Geist Grimm we saw for the first time.
Right.
And then the crazy, Molly Hatchet cover Grimm.
The Nuckleby. I
The
know the name of
Nuckleby.
that one. Because, I was like, I know the name of that one because I was watching it with subtitles the first time I saw it. I was like, what the? How do you say that? What is that? And then I Googled it and went, oh, it's actually a mythological creature.
Right. So the Geist and the Nuckleby is the first non-animal Grimm.
Right. They had a dragon, right?
They had a dragon, and they had mythical creatures. They had dragon and griffins.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
but for the most part, they're so animal type.
yeah, I'm not sure if the intention of the artists or the writers, but one of our patrons did point out that technically wasn't a dragon. It was a wyvern, because it did not have 4 limbs.
But it depends on
I
versions of the dragon. Yeah. Like, if you're purists like us who play D&D, you know that a dragon has 4 limbs and 2 wings, and a wyvern has 2 limbs and 2 wings.
Yeah.
So, but some places have dragons that only have the wings for the forearms.
Some dragons, their actual forearms are forearms and wings.
Yeah.
Depending.
Yeah. Where they have the claws on the end of the wings.
Yeah.
But depending, we're not sure how the world of RWBY. We've only seen that and the sea serpent dragon.
Right.
So we'll see what they do. And
Based on its power level, I was assuming it was a dragon.
Yeah, I think it's a dragon.
Technically speaking.
A wyvern would be around, griffin strength, I guess, a little more.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We're speaking D&D terms, which probably has nothing to do with the
No.
world of RWBY. But all right. So, but there were some new monsters to fight.
Yeah.
New enemies we saw this year.
Yeah.
out of the new enemies and the new Grimm, what were your guys' favorites? Kirsten, what's your favorite of the new bad guys or Grimm?
Well, of the Grimm, the Nuckleby, am I saying that right?
Nuckleby.
Yeah.
That one's so cool. Like from the
Creepy.
beginning, we saw like him kind of lurking in the mist, and he gave off a really, really creepy feel.
Yeah.
And I liked the Geist because it was our first look at a creepy, like a Grimm being more terrifying than just your average animal that is
Right.
like sort of scary looking. So the Nuckleby was the first like, holy cow, that's horrifying.
Yeah.
And to see it in action in that episode, it was like, it was terrifying and
Yeah.
amazing all at the same time. So
You also like the creepy little floaty Grimm with the that Shane hates, the
The-
little grill
the-
type of.
oh yeah, those are so cool. they're like jellyfish.
Yeah.
But like with longer
Yeah,
tentacles.
And
a
teeth.
the
little more
artistic
creepy.
design is great. I just that noise.
I
I like it.
I like
It's
watching it because I like the
creepy.
noise, one. And
Yeah.
two, I like to see Shane squirm when the thing comes in. It's kind of it's like fingers on chalkboard to him. He's like,
Well, yeah, that's the weird thing is I can handle fingers on chalkboard.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you tear paper around me, I can't handle it.
See,
And then there's just some subharmonics just really
Nice.
get on my nerves.
Yeah.
but it's nice because I feel like we're finally getting like the Grimm were like terrifying to begin with. They're like monsters essentially,
Right, yeah.
but now we're getting into that's otherworldly. That's
Yeah.
unsettling for even me.
I mean, it's scary to see like a giant bird run around, but it's still at the end of the line, your mind's all it's a bird,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Even if it is a powerful giant bird.
Right.
And then even when you get to the griffin, you're like, okay, it's a combination of two animals.
Yeah.
But the Nuckleby and the Geist are, like you said, otherworldly. That's
Right.
or that little floaty thing. Even that, it's not probably nearly as powerful as the other two, but it is still creepy.
Yeah.
You know, on that visceral level that you're like, oh, that's
Yeah.
not right.
My favorite's the gorilla.
The gorilla.
The one-eyed gorilla
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
that was,
He was pretty
obviously
badass.
cunning and was directing other Grimm,
Yeah.
which we've not seen anything else do.
Yeah.
That was cool in my mind.
Yeah, I think I like the Nuckleby Grimm because it's out of folklore, right?
Yeah.
And it's creepy as hell. But out of the bad guys.
Well, and it's Irish, so you know it's screwed
Oh
up.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
All
Irish
Irish
folklore,
folk, yeah.
the Irish folklore does not mess around. It's
No.
like, oh.
Yeah. It's like wasn't that one anime with the headless girls that from Irish myth?
Oh, Durarara.
Yeah. That's creepy. I'm like, yeah, it's got to be Irish. All right, out of the bad guys, though, I mean, is it Tyrion guys? Do we all like Tyrion as our favorite?
No.
Well, we really have only seen Tyrion.
Yeah,
So-
true. I mean, but the scorpion tail kind of throws him over the edge. I think even if we hadn't seen him fight yet, I'm like, if we knew it was a scorpion, maybe
Yeah.
What do you mean as far as like being cool? Or?
yeah, it's like.
Okay.
Cause, I mean, there's the big hairy guy. I haven't seen him do much yet, right? And then there's the guy who looks like Wise's dad.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen him do much other,
Jacques.
Jacques.
Yeah. Dr. Watts.
Dr. Watts looks like Jacques.
Look like Jacques.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we haven't really seen other than Cinder, which we know.
Salem.
I know you love Salem.
I love her.
I know she's powerful, and I know she's creepy looking, but she hasn't done enough to.
Well, I think it's one of those things where like Nora's my favorite, but she really hasn't. Like,
Right. Yeah, true, yeah. He's
Yeah.
like I like what she's about. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
got it. What about you, Doug? What are your favorites here? Grim or bad guy or otherwise? You said the Gorilla Grim.
I like the Gorilla Grimm the best. I like all of the bad guy club to a degree. I'm worried about the power creep, where like I don't want to say Ruby was not just totally overpowered by Cinder with half of a maiden's power. Like she was able to dodge and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they just got their asses whooped by Tyrion, all four of them. And you're like, wow, are you guys that much better than Cinder? Was she really the weakest member of that group before getting the power?
Well, I think it's a matter of certain powers, and you've seen in the show certain powers work better against certain pairings work better,
Yeah.
right? Like that how like Neo dismantled Yang, right?
Right.
You know, just the way her powers work versus the way Yang's powers work.
Right.
You know, she's totally dismantled her. But is she more powerful than Yang? You know, is she? I mean, could she do more damage than her? I mean, it's all a matter of.
And I think it's a matter of talents too, right? Like
Yeah.
you wouldn't send Tyrion to go do what she sent Cinder to do.
Yeah.
Tyrion would just go in there and start murdering people, and then
Yeah.
kill Tyrion, and he'd be done.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And in the same way, like you wouldn't send Neo in to go fight, Crow.
Right.
So it's all about the talents. And then I think it's the other part of it is like, yeah, he stomped all over Team Ranger,
Yeah.
and held his own against Crow. And Crow, if we know, has been pretty much continuously fighting for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he goes home, trains Ruby for a while, and then goes off on another mission for Osmond.
The thing is, Crow would have beat him if Ruby had interfered.
Right,
Yeah.
Crow
Like
would have
if
beat him.
Crow
but-
would have beat him, right? It wasn't a matter of you know.
But that's my point. Is Tyrion is obviously a much higher skilled combatant than Cinder is,
And you're
because
supposed.
probably because he does it more.
And you're not just power, skill plays a lot into it. I mean, look at the Pyrrha versus Cinder fight.
Yeah.
When Cinder had the full power of the Maiden, right? And even though she was more powerful than Pyrrha held her own up
Right.
there for quite a while.
Yeah.
You know, and just based purely on skill.
Yep.
You know, so I don't know. I don't know. If, I don't. Obviously, like you wouldn't send like I was looking at the Bad Guy Club. You wouldn't send Dr. Watts to go do what Tyrion did, right? He probably. And
Maybe.
plus,
We don't know what he does.
yeah, true. Yeah.
And,
Well,
and that's the point. Though, is it's making sure that you apply the right skills in the right places. And I think there's going to be some power creep because otherwise you don't have struggle and you don't have.
plus Team Ranger hasn't trained together as much as like if it was Team RWBY out there, right, where they've actually trained together and developed I don't know, power feats or whatever with their own semblance and stuff like that, you know.
Call back to Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so power stunts.
Yeah, power stunts. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, I don't know. I like, but there was, getting into the combat, there was some good combat this episode. For as action light as it was, there was a lot of exposition and character development in this season.
Yeah.
But there was some good combat too. I mean, obviously we had the awesome Geist fight at the beginning. We had the sea monster fight in the middle of the season, right? And then the Knuckle Beat fight in the end. And then the Tyrion Crow showdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I liked all those battles, but I don't like this season's fights as much as I used to. And that's because Monty's gone. Because Monty's fights look like kung fu movies, like real kung fu, like Jackie Chan movies, where you can see every move.
Is that where the motion capture comes in?
Not so much the motion capture, but the way he animated. And he was the only one who was good enough to animate that way in Poser, and that's why they moved over to Maya. I mean, not to mention it's much more beautiful, but they were all way more comfortable in Maya than he was.
They do fight differently in this. They use their guns a lot more.
They use their guns a lot more, and it's not so much like a kung fu movie, like where you can see,
It's hand to hand more, but it used to be. It used to be more hand to hand. Like especially like Ruby. You take Ruby as the prime example. She used to use her gun every once in a while, but mainly to propel herself,
Yeah.
right, in combat. And
She never once tried to chop that Necloi's arm off
That
yeah,
bothered me
with
so
her.
much.
Yeah, I know, you're like,
you've got a scythe. Do the same thing you've been doing to everything.
and then what she does, she pins the arm with the side instead of cutting it off.
Right.
I'm like, you have the perfect weapon for cutting limbs off.
That was I think that was more for cinematic reasons. We needed Red needed his moment, right?
Well, yeah.
Right, yeah, but still,
it doesn't make any sense logically, but for story.
even in a Tyrion fight and the Geist fight, the way Ruby uses her scythe this season.
Yeah, and
It's
that's
way different than she used to use her scythe, and it bothers me every time. I'm like, you've got with the weapon she's got.
well, like I said, I think that's just comes down to the animators not knowing how to do what Monty did with the kung fu.
Yeah.
Because that was his thing. He's like, I like kung fu movies and Japanese anime and and cartoons.
And it's hard to see what hand to hand wise because there hasn't been a whole lot of hand to hand, and we didn't see Yang fight at all except for sparring with her dad, really. So we're
And
not
that
sure
was
what that
pretty
looks
good.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean that was
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think about the combat?
Yeah, I agree with your that they fight totally different. That there's a lot more. And I guess not that I hadn't thought about the fact that they haven't worked together as much, but they just seem to be fumbling through combats a lot more than they did at the end of the volume, where
Yeah.
even solo, they were just kind of whooping butt on everything
Yeah.
they came
Yeah.
across. And now it's like, well, apparently on this continent, everything's way better,
Right.
and they've leveled up, and now they have to start over and kind of suck against stuff.
Well, let's go back to what Bunny likes. He likes kung fu movies and video games. And when you go to a new continent, the difficulty level.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
You're out of your starting area now.
That area opened up is going to have stronger shape. I don't care. So what's your feeling on the combat?
I feel like it's a lot different. I wish that Ruby would use her scythe a lot more. I like that she's using her gun because I feel like we didn't get a whole lot, but I think I agree with Shane. I like the kung fu. I like seeing all the moves and all the hand-to-hand combat and everything like that. So
Yes.
it's not that this season's bad or anything like that, but I do prefer the way that Monty was doing it as opposed to how it's being done this time.
We take out her weapon. It's kind of weird. She's got a sniper rifle and a scythe, a long, super long distance weapon,
Right.
and what she never uses as a sniper rifle,
Right.
and then an up close and personal weapon, right?
Right.
My big thing is Nora. I'm surprised because Nora smashed things exactly twice this season.
Oh, that's
You go
right.
back and
Yeah.
look. She's
Yeah.
only smashed. She used her grenade launcher more than she's ever
That's
used
true.
it before, right?
Yeah.
Right.
She smashed. She used her hammer in the Tyrion fight, and she used it to smash the head of the knuckle at the end.
Well, she's got her quota because she smashes things exactly twice in every.
In every season, really?
Yeah.
That's, it
Yeah,
seems to me like
volume one, she smashed the scorpion twice. That was it. And then in volume two, she smashed. She used the watermelon to smash Yang.
Yeah.
And then she smashed some things in the at the end of the volume.
I seem to remember her smashing a lot more. Maybe if
Yeah, it's those things where like, oh, I imagine she can smash things a lot, but yeah, she doesn't. do
the
much
full
twice.
legs in the air,
Right.
just smashing
Oh, yeah,
stuff
and
with a hammer.
That's because you see her in the intro all the time,
Oh, that's
doing
right.
it
Yeah,
over
true.
and over again, but it's the same intro.
yeah, she smashes a lot in the intro. It's the same
Yeah.
smash.
But way more than she smashes in the actual. I mean, like I said, twice she actually smashed something this season.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed
Yeah.
by the lack of Thor. There's only been one scene where she's gathered all of her
Yeah,
electricity and shot it through them. Not that they use dust all that often. But
right. But
That's
I
really cool.
miss the whole Thor aspect of this. Like I said, there's a lot of gunplay in this volume,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and less of the hand to hand. And she's got a giant hammer. She
Well,
needs to use it.
Maybe
Giant
that's,
scythe needs to be used.
well, maybe that's their way of showing that all the kids have gotten a lot more cautious too. Like, oh
Could be,
shit,
yeah.
somebody died. Well, let's stand off a little ways and see if we can't take it out that way.
It makes too much sense, Shane. I can't prescribe that. All right. So we have new bad guys. We have combat, a little different than what we're used to. Let's talk about some of the character development, which was a big part of this season.
Yes.
I mean, we get to visit all the families, right? We get to see. They started to come together at the end a little bit there. But I mean, what was your favorite part? Who's your favorite background you learn about? Like Blake's family, or Weiss's family, or Yang's relationship with her dad. What part, or even the Crow story about Yang's mom. That kind of thing. What was your favorite moment of character development? What's this?
I mean, my answer is always going to be Yang.
Yeah. Whatever Yang does.
That is it. But I really loved understanding Crow's abilities a little more and
Mhm.
understanding where he came from and everything.
Yeah, what a
That-
crappy life that has to be.
Yeah.
I can't
Lonely,
hang out with
yeah.
people because
I mean,
I'm bad luck.
Yeah, we still haven't gotten like the full story from him, but I feel like what we've gotten so far, I'm really enjoying finding out more about him.
Right.
So,
The tribe with him and his sister, or whatever.
yeah.
From.
Yeah.
All right, Doug. What about you?
I like Ty a lot.
Church.
So yeah, Church. My favorite character. My favorite Rooster Teeth character.
Yeah.
But as much as I like that, I like the Weiss stuff a lot. The whole Schnee family drama. The only person who didn't have a single fight,
Yeah.
if I'm remembering correctly, she didn't
Yeah.
have a single fight the whole time. But
But yeah,
Just-
managed to do twice as much something as she's ever has before.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
True.
so that was cool, learning about her abilities, her messed up family.
We have the family
Yeah.
background. That was one of my favorite World Remnants.
And I think one of the reasons I like this, I made that connection between Dr. Watts and
Jacques.
Jacques is because I like Jacques and I want him to be related to the bad guys. So you can just that one more thing that you're all like, yeah, I knew you were a traitor or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're just too big a jerk otherwise to be
Right.
anything other. So I'm glad she left.
Yes.
Although I really wanted her to put her
Yeah, I
dad
want her
and her
to take.
brother in her place. I hope that's where it comes around to.
Yeah,
Where she's
she
like,
takes,
nah,
she takes
you
over,
aren't real schnees.
takes her grandfather's
Yeah.
company back over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's for later on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Blake's family as far as which I never thought I would because I'm like I'm not a huge. I'm like, all right, the Faunus is okay, but her parents are way cool. I like them both. You know, I like her dad. He's a big burly bear guy.
Yeah.
I like the storyline with I like where it's going with the White Fang, right? And at the end, I was hoping all along. I'm like, should take over the White Fang. Whatever, especially when you start realizing that they're not all. It's only an extremist group. This is
Right.
very parallel to
That's
real
right.
life.
Yeah.
But you have like an extremist group taking over this, and leading the whole group in that one direction. So everybody thinks, that all the Faunus are like this. But her taking back, I mean, I didn't think it was going to happen either. I was like, she needs to take over the White Fang. She needs to take back control, or get her dad to do it or
Right.
whatever.
Right.
But at the end, when she makes the declaration, she's going to take over. I'm like, yes, that's what I was waiting for. So that threw it over the top for me as far as.
Well, I'm
the
kind of
background.
interested to see, because in the intro, when it's showing Blake and son, and then her mom and dad show up in the picture, they're on a boat.
Yeah.
They're not at her house or anything like that. So I'm hoping that's foreshadowing that they're all going to go
That would be
on
that
this
would be
mission.
nice,
That would be
yeah.
cool.
That it's not just her and son take off, that her
Yeah.
dad goes with her to go, okay,
Yeah, 'cause
you're
I wanna
right.
See,
we
I
need
want
to
to see
do
him
this.
fight.
That would be pretty cool.
Well,
And her
that might be a little
mom.
Yeah.
hard. That might be a little hard because he does run the menagerie.
That's true.
He's the dude in charge.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Maybe he'll send him off. though.
Before, I would think Shane is trying to steer us in the right direction, but he doesn't know.
Yeah,
We're caught up to Shane now. He doesn't have anything on us.
Yeah. You're no better than us.
You're no
Shane.
better than us.
I can't curate anymore. I can just guesstimate.
Well, all in all, I think this was a great season. I mean, it wasn't like as powerful as last one. Was that
Volume.
volume?
Volume.
Sorry, volume. I'm
And
gonna.
by the way, my favorite part.
Oh, Shane.
I really enjoyed the Ren and Nora stuff. If you didn't already know that.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Red Nora background stuff was great.
That was
Yeah.
really cool.
Well, not even just because it was about Ren and Nora, but just because it was such an awesome story.
it was,
Right.
yeah.
How they, it was like, how he overcame all that, what he needed to do.
Right.
It was really good character development.
It was. Now
Yeah.
they're all right, and we know going into it they were like a brother sister relationship, right? They were saying that they weren't together or kind of thing, and there was speculation about Red being gay, right?
Mhm.
Is there possible romantic thing going forward with them, or is it
I don't
just
think
still strictly?
Yeah. Well, we were talking about before. They did confirm that at least one of the people were going to be confirmed LGBTQ or whatever. You want.
Oh.
I think it's Yang, because
Maybe.
Ren, but the only person who hasn't shown any sort of romantic interest in anybody so far is Yang. Ren at the end of this volume kind of he was holding Nora's hand.
I think that was just hey,
That was-
we're
yeah.
together, we did it, we came through
Yeah.
That was a
together.
very
But it's-
brotherly type
So
of-
he might be gay too, but I think it's definitely gonna be Yang is gonna, because she's like the closest she's gotten was dancing with Blake, and nobody seemed shocked that she was dancing with a girl. Like
Right.
maybe behind the scenes there we know she's gay, they just haven't shown it yet to us.
Maybe.
Or maybe it's
Has
just
Ruby? Has Ruby shown any interest on anyone?
Not really.
Not
She
yet,
was
she's-
interested in, but her and John got to hook up.
Oh.
but she's
I'm all-
a little young yet. Like
Yeah.
her head's still full of being a hero. She doesn't
Right.
have time for romance yet.
Right.
If Yang's gay, that's going to either A,
And we-
destroy a lot of fantasies, or create a lot of fantasies, or probably both.
Yeah. Yeah, and then and we know Nora's into Ren. So.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you have it, folks. One thing we like to do on all these volume wrap-ups is to, be part of the community here and talk about some of the comments that we've got throughout the season. What our favorites have been. Doug, you want to kick us off?
He can't learn.
I can't learn what.
Mike is never going to get that right. Just accept it, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Always
Volume.
going to say season.
Volume season. It's all the same. Volume, season, semblance, aura. It's all.
Oh my god.
Nerd rage.
Mike at thegrizzledgeek.com. Just email him directly. Don't comment.
Or tweet. You know.
All right, I'm gonna go with. I think a lot of ours were from Volume 4, Episode or Chapter 3, from David Genestad, I think, who says, "You guys planning on doing reactions to RWBY soundtracks? They had a lot more depth and character to the story." Yes, and we actually filmed a few today. We already had filmed a few where we did the character.
Yeah, we did the trailer songs.
The trailer songs. Those are on Patreon. You may get a Christmas present.
Yeah.
During the holiday season. If actually this is probably coming out after, so you probably have already seen.
You may have gotten a Christmas
yes,
present.
but yeah, we are reacting to the songs. They'll come out 3 or 4 at a time in a block episode. So
You know, my favorite thing about is how you talk to yourself on screen and not the camera.
I do. I look at the. It is very hard to look at the cameras below the TV, so I'm like, I'm right there.
Yeah, it's like
Mike
I'd rather look at myself.
himself. I need to see myself.
Right, yeah. I like to see or hear myself.
So yeah, there we go. Thank you, David Genestad, for the comment, for the support. Keep them coming, and music is coming your way.
It's coming. All right, Kirsten, what do you got?
Oh. So mine is also from Volume 4, Chapter 3. It's from New Denise. It says, "Wow, I've never seen commentary of the reactors that have already seen the chapter. It's very interesting because you guys have already seen it and you're not distracted by looking at the show. You're able to discuss things in more detail." I agree. I like the way that we did it.
The voiceover stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was, a lot of people were saying they've never seen something like that. I don't think I have either. And it
Yeah.
allows us to look back and be like, wow, we didn't notice that from the very beginning. That's cool. So
Yeah.
it's a nice way to rewatch the episode and recap what we've already seen, but also comment on how we were feeling or what we were
Yeah.
thinking at that moment or what we were speculating.
Make fun of each other's faces or
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, and I think we are pretty much 95% sure we're going to do a new show called Let's Rewatch RWBY. And we're going to rewatch the episodes, then watch ourselves watch the episodes again and put a commentary track over it.
Yeah.
So you'll get similar types of...
One, because you guys like it, and two, it gives us an excuse to rewatch it again and not feel bad about, wow, I watched this cartoon like 10
I've
times.
wasted so much of my life on this.
But also,
It's no
we
waste.
can rewatch
Sorry.
it and not worry about spoilers on it. So
Right,
if you
yeah.
guys wanna
And
talk
we
about
want
what
to
you
be able
were
to talk
thinking.
to everybody, yeah, because
Yeah.
And we'll have a perspective of, knowing what's come
Right.
after that, so we can comment.
this is
about
the
that.
first time you see this hint of
Right.
this
Yeah.
kind of thing. That I think it'll be a lot of fun to
And
do
we
that.
I'm
can
gonna
discuss
enjoy
what you guys saw, what you thought when you were watching.
And you won't have to
these
worry
things.
about just dropping hints. You can just
Yeah,
flat out
just-
say.
Yeah, we're going to have a conversation in the
Yeah.
comments about stuff because we won't be
Right.
spoiling anything.
Yeah.
All right, Shane, what kind of quote do you got?
Mine is from Volume 4, Chapter 1, and it's from Cody Ralph, I think is Raugh.
Okay.
It says, "There's only one thing I think when I see that kid in this episode, and that is Compost King." And that, before you guys know, that's a reference to Ruby Chibi, and it's hilarious.
Nice.
Oh.
Got it.
I guess we will learn about
We're
that.
going to learn about Compost King later.
Yeah.
Although I'm not sure I want to with a name like that. All right, I got a couple here. The first one is from the comments. This is Volume 4, Episode 6, I believe, or not sure.
If it's from,
I'll hunt it down.
Yeah, hunt it down.
Episode
Yes,
six.
it's
I always have to hunt
it's
down
from a
things.
patron.
no, I have two from paper. This is from actual YouTube. Sea Rebel is pointing out. So I still can't get over how high the cabinets are in Tai Yang's kitchen. We're talking about Tai the ableist, how he's got his kitchen cabinets up so high.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that was a great observation.
That was episode 3.
That was episode 3.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Also, I have a couple from Patreon. Volume 4, Episode 5. We have Mark Horner singing "Plaguey's Mom's Got It Going On." Mark, I agree 100%. She definitely does. And then
Hang on,
from
wait 1 second. Thank you, Mark. You've been with us for a long time. We appreciate your
Yes.
support, bud.
yeah, Shout out, Mark, you're the man. All right, we have one from Colomini fan. Is that O'Brien? Colomini?
What?
Colomini fan. Is that guy who plays O'Brien on Star Trek?
Oh yeah, Colmini.
Yeah, Colomini. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got saying it right, but that's anyway. Commenting about how I make a great Ruby. Obviously referring to our music episode where we kind of put our faces over the Ruby characters. So thank you very much. I agree. I do make a good Ruby.
I did want to do a shout out. I don't remember which one it was, but someone had pointed out the whole Monty thing that we had discussed in the video where move on or not there yet is Monty. Basically, the first letters are all Monty. That was a cool point out.
Cool anagram.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys once again for watching us watch Ruby, or in this case, watching us talk about Ruby.
Yeah.
This is therapy for us. It saves us a lot of money on therapy sessions. We're going to actually sit there and talk to you about this stuff. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, tell your friends about us. If you want to support the channel and the things we do here, you can do that through our Amazon link down below. Anything you purchase through that link will help us out, or anything you put in to your cart and buy within 80 days will help us out as well. Or if you want to support us directly, there's a link to our Patreon down below, and I think a GoFundMe page as well.
Thank you to all our patrons.
Yes.
There's a big community there now. Come join them. You can get your comments in with these guys. So we appreciate you all the support coming from all the patrons. Thank you very much. Keep it coming, and we will keep doing these reactions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
you.
Bye.